from the flight deck of the Kansas Pavilion. I have with me today Sandra Lawrence. She's the chairwoman of the board of the Kansas Bioscience Authority. Sandra, what do you think so far of this convention in Atlanta?
It is huge, not as large as the opportunities that we have in the state of Kansas, but it is huge.
The Kansas Bioscience Authority and Kansas has really been in the headlines a lot lately, in particular with the NBAF, the National Bio and Agro Defense Facility. That has to just really be a coup for you and for Kansas.
It's a coup for us, but it doesn't represent anything new in terms of what the capabilities of the state are. We've always had that expertise. Now the rest of the nation recognizes it, and having that opportunity in our state allows us to continue the kind of research and programming that is so important, not only for Kansas, but for the rest of the nation.
Also, the National Cancer Institute designation. Tell us about that, and why is that significant for Kansas?
It's significant for Kansas because the designation actually is something we would apply for officially in the year 2011. In the meantime, we're building programs that allow us to not only compete in the area of cancer research, but to deliver the kinds of products that are important to people. Doing that in Kansas means that our citizens, our residents, get to benefit from a lot of that research even before any designation happens and before the rest of the country experiences it. The 2011 designation is very important, but not even as important as the 2016 designation we're looking for, which is cancer, the comprehensive cancer care. So, more to come.
More to come, and coming fairly rapidly in the next few years to the state of Kansas. Right now, we're in some tough economic times. Is Kansas spending money on researchers, and the bioscience business right now?
We are definitely spending money. This morning at our board meeting, we announced or approved an $11 million investment in the bioscience areas in the state of Kansas. We are able to spend money because we have an Economic Growth Act in our state that was approved by our legislature that allows a tax increment to be invested in this area. What better structure? So as we're making money, we're able to invest more money and grow that industry across the state of Kansas.
I keep seeing this $581 million figure about. What is that about?
That is the amount of tax increment that we're allowed to receive that we can then invest back in the community. We expect that we'll reach that number, say, over another 6 to 9 year period of time. And between now and then, we're just looking for wonderful opportunities in which to invest. So we hope that there are many of those opportunities floating around these floors today. Of the 22,000 people or so that we have here at the convention, we would hope many of them would decide to stop by here and look for some of that investment they need through the state.
One last question. You mentioned this phenomenal conference. It's a worldwide conference. People here from all over. What message do you want people to know about what's going on in the biosciences in the state of Kansas?
Well, the first thing they need to know is that we are definitely growing. They also need to know that we strongly believe in supporting the organizations, the individuals that are associated with the state of Kansas. If you hitch your wagon to the state of Kansas, we will support you, we will invest in you, and we'll help you grow as we grow.
Sandra Lawrence, chairwoman of the Kansas Bioscience Authority, thank you so much for stopping by and talk to the fine folks here about the wonderful opportunities in the state of Kansas.